Welcome back. All right, so this series has been, to me, I think one of the most misreported. The whole way through, I've heard Calgary can't score. Calgary can't score. Did you notice Calgary can't score? And I kept thinking, does nobody not realize that it's a 2-2 tie? Do people not understand that it's a 2-2 tie in the series coming into tonight? Yes, Calgary's had trouble scoring. So's Dallas. Dallas is not, tuning up 7 or 8 goals against Markstrom. Both goaltenders have been excellent. Tonight's another example of that. And again, I heard all this praise throughout the game about Dallas. Dallas, Dallas, Dallas. And then in the third period, oh, they Dallased all right. So it's Ottinger versus Markstrom because who else is it going to be? It's not like you're going to have Wedgwood in there. I like what Wedgwood did after they picked him up from Arizona, but clearly he's not going to be playing in the next game either because this loss doesn't go on Otter. Early rush by Mangiapane, that's defended. Tkachuk was then denied on a break. The Flames had the momentum, the shots and the hits early on. The Stars, though, they press at 3 minutes. They're kept to the outside. Studenic has a tip that's saved. The Flames cleared out. Stone has a shot that's held. Good forecheck by Mangiapane lets the Flames press after that. Stars would get a power play, but an aggressive penalty kill. Stars have issues setting it up. It's killed off. One shot allowed by Calgary. Then there's a net feed to Coleman that's blocked as the Flames press. The shots are 4-3 for the Stars at the half. There are a lot of opportunities that just aren't quite getting to the net here. Stars had a 3-on-2. That fizzled out. Robertson blasts one wide. The Flames cleared out. Hintz with a sharp angle shot that saved with 6:09 left. The Flames get a power play. Dallas kills that off. Allows 2 shots. Lindholm then fires one wide on a rush. Robertson with a net feed. Sagan tips it wide. The puck then is tipped into Goudreau's face in the final minute. He'd stay in the game. So thankfully it's tipped, not shot straight into his face, right? So he's okay. But again, after the first period, all I heard about was Dallas is playing a great road game. As if they had more shots than Calgary. As if they were getting better opportunities than Calgary. Yes, Dallas was cutting off the middle of the ice. They were defending well. I didn't think they had a lot of really good opportunities at the net. Second period, early Stars power play, that's killed off relatively easily. Pavelski had a near miss over the net right after. Pretty much a wide open net, couldn't hit that. Lindholm then had a shot that was blocked. Hakanpää fires one high. The Flames press at 4.5 minutes. Hannafin's shot was blocked. Mangiapane nearly gets one. The shots are 4-1 though for the Stars at 6.5 minutes. So again, the Stars shot blocking. They had more shot blocks through 2 periods than Calgary. But again, if you looked at the shot attempts, Calgary was leading in shot attempts after the second period. But anyways, much better Dallas defense to this point in the game. Doesn't last. Spoiler alert. The Stars press at 8 minutes. And I thought the first goal probably wins this. No, that would have been an absolutely incorrect guess. Although it's been right throughout this series. But tonight the storyline changes. Toffoli has a shot that's blocked. Then it hits a post. And then there's more as the Flames pressure it. Toffoli's denied right after that. Really good shift by Tyler Toffoli, who has to be asking, what do I have to do to get a goal? Ben then had a rush that was defended. The Stars would press. There was another press by them, but they're held to the outside. Then there was a delay because there was an issue with the glass. So you get a little bit of a delay there. Coming out of that, Goodbranson has a rush chance that's held. Robertson opens the scoring. He gets one in off Hannafin at 13:21 from Ben and Lindell. So it's 1-0 Dallas, and I think this is why people got this idea that Dallas was outplaying Calgary. I didn't think they were. Pavelski's then denied on a rush. There was a net feed to Dubé. That was cleared out. Then there's a net feed to Coleman that's a near miss. Dubé had a net drive that was held, but all people talked about was how Pavelski almost gets another one on the rush. Like, oh, Dallas almost made it 2-0, and I'm thinking, yeah, Calgary almost tied it too. Are we watching the same game? So Otter starting to get some good shots late in that period as the Flames are starting to press. 2:05 left, the Flames get a power play. There was a near miss for Johnny Gaudreau, and that's killed off. And of course, there's only 5 seconds left in the period, so the period comes to an end. It's 1-0 Dallas. And again, the shots are even. The actual shot attempts are in favor of Calgary. So honestly, I thought this is classic Dallas hockey. I don't know that I trust the 1-0 lead. And I keep saying Dallas doesn't do anything easily. And this third period, I thought, really kind of fully encapsulated that. So Coleman kept Barry at the net. And I put right here, I expect 20 Flame shots in the third. Calgary let me down. Because right as soon as Coleman is getting to the net the first few seconds, I'm like, oh, okay. So Calgary's coming out with the energy. Here we go. Hintz had a rush chance that was defended. Doesn't get to the net. The Flames press at 3.5 minutes. Ottinger's not giving up rebounds at this point. Ottinger, again, played so well. If he was playing behind a team that could get those goals, and I'm not saying anything bad about Markstrom here, just, again, there's been so much made of the Flames not getting goals, and I think it gets blown out of proportion. I think that the amount of flack that gets thrown at Johnny Gaudreau's had tons of opportunities. I think Ottinger's been stealing it from him, and I think in the last game, that goal that he got on the penalty shot, I think that kind of turns the tide a little bit for Gaudreau. He knows he can beat Ottinger. So the Flames press for the lead when they get it. So Anderson. So what happens here is Raffl steals in the Flame zone. They press, but then the Flames were hemmed in until Lucic clears. Doesn't make me feel better. Anderson has a blasted save. The Stars clear it out, but then Coleman with a fantastic play. At 6:49, he helps to set up a goal. Backlund gets it. He just tips it in to tie it. Mangiapane with the nice cross-ice pass. And again, Coleman seemed to draw all the Dallas Stars out of position so that on this goal, they weren't where they should have been, and it opens up Backlund for the easy tip-in goal. So that ties it up. And then the Flames press for the lead. Dallas had no answer for the Flames' attack in the third period. Yarncroke has a chance that's saved. Tkachuk tries the between-the-legs play. Ottinger denies him on that, from in close, too. The shots are 11-2 for the Flames at 9 minutes, so I thought, my guess that they're going to get 20 shots in the third looks pretty good right now. There's a rush chance by Yarncroke that's held. There's some pushing after. This game wasn't really overly physical. This game didn't have a lot of the pushing and shoving. We didn't see a lot of dirty plays in this game. Mangiapane gives the Flames a lead from Backlund and Zadorov at 10:38. Rush opportunity and blasts it home. And it's one of those goals that I can't blame Otter on that. That was a fantastic blast by Mangiapane. When he wires it, he wires it. His goal scoring early in the season was intimidating. Dubé then has a rush that's saved. It's all Flames. The Stars just there was not an answer here. They're slumped. Just the body language. You could see Dallas was done. The Stars had a 3-on-2 that's defended. With 6:40 left, there's a power play for Dallas. So I put here the shots are 14-3, so they kind of have to score or it's likely done. This is where if Dallas is going to turn the momentum, it has to happen here. Instead, we get a shorthanded rush for Backlund. That kills some time. Then Coleman gets to the net shorthanded, and that forces Ottinger to make the save and cover it. So that's held. And that was the 15th shot for the Flames in the period. So again, I'm thinking, I got a good chance of reaching 20. They didn't. They let me down. Stars couldn't set up. No momentum. It's killed off. There were no shots for the Dallas power play. Way too easy transitions for the Flames. It reminded me of Florida-Washington tonight, where once Florida started getting those transition opportunities, and that's just, your turnover and going through the neutral zone, there just wasn't any answer for Dallas. All of the clogging the neutral zone they did in the first two periods, they couldn't do it in the third. Whether it's that the Flames were playing harder or Dallas just ran out of energy, no idea. But what we saw on TV was that those transitions were working really well for Calgary. Pavelski's denied from the slot. That was the best opportunity Dallas had in the third, and Markstrom holds it. Markstrom kicked it out, and then the Flames cleared it. They pull the goalie with 1 minute and 59 seconds left. Sagan fires high on a rush, so again, the Stars are missing the net high. I thought they were trying too much for top shelf. I thought they should have just been taking shots. Trying to pick corners is fine, but they were missing the net high way too much. And then Lewis hits the empty net at 19:02 from Gaudreau and Lindholm, and that's it. It is 3-1 for Calgary. They're up 3-2 for Dallas now. They have to win in a couple of nights. And traditionally, and it's been said, the team that wins Game 5 and when the series is tied at 2 wins 79.1% of the time. So the odds are definitely against Dallas, that even if they could find a way to win in 6, I don't know if you can win in 7. There was also a graphic tonight that I'm going to take issue with. The graphic on Sportsnet was that Calgary hasn't won a first round since they beat Vancouver in 2004. Oh, what short memories we have. Calgary knocked out Vancouver in 2015. I remember well because that was a series that kind of, went the way that I kind of figured it would because it's Calgary-Vancouver. So this is an instance where Calgary can get out of the first round and not need Vancouver to do it. Your 3 stars in this one are Backlund, who had a fantastic game at both ends of the ice, Mangiapane, who played beast mode hockey the way that he did early in the season, and Markstrom, who I think with that huge save on Pavelski late, he preserves the lead. If this had gone to overtime, I think Dallas would have had a shot. It doesn't go to overtime. Your shots are 7 apiece in the first, 9 apiece in the second, and in the third, 16-5 Calgary. Final shots are 32-21 for the Flames. Power plays, Dallas 0 for 3. That power play looked terrible. Their power play's clicking at just over 10% in the playoffs. But again, everybody focuses on the Flames. Flames were 0 for 2. The hits are 26-20 for Dallas, which makes sense. They didn't have the puck very much in the third, so they would have had the hits. Ottinger saves 29 out of 31. I feel bad for Otter. Markstrom saves 20 out of 21. Honestly, Markstrom had kind of an easy night in that Dallas had a really hard time getting to the net. And again, they were up 1-0 going into the third. All they had to do was have a really solid period in the third, and they would have gone home with that 3-2 lead. Instead, it belongs to the Flames, and they were the better team. And I think throughout this series, the Flames have been the better team. Ottinger's been stealing it. The advanced stats would tell you the goals saved above average. I think Ottinger came into this one with 7.9 in the first 4 games. That means there's almost 8 goals he saved that a regular goaltender would not have saved. And so, again, I don't think the Flames have been playing badly. I think they've been playing well. They were just getting goalied. Tonight it didn't happen. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section below as always. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe if you're browsing your way through. You just happened upon this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, for all your support. I will talk to you again soon.